Yo, what is up, guys? What it's up? What is up, guys? It's your boy Aztec coming at you with a review of E3, sort of give you my thoughts. There's like a million other YouTube videos of this, so I mean, it doesn't hurt to have another one. Now, I'm going in this with an open mind. I already saw the direct, so you're not really gonna see too much excitement for me since I already saw it. I mean, I'm still excited. I really am. But what I'm saying is you're not going to see too much, too crazy. But let's get right into it. Now, I enjoyed this E3. A lot of people didn't. They were saying that they didn't show anything off. But personally, man, it was really extremely good compared to last year's where all we got was like Smash Bros. Info. Now, Smash Bros ain't bad. I like Smash Bros. But I'm just saying, the whole E3 was that. Now, I love this cinematic right here. At first, I thought this was Epona, and I thought they were bringing School Kid or something. The hero draws near. I was really excited when I saw this. I didn't know that my boy Android 17 was being added into Smash. I kind of would have preferred them add Goku or Vegeta first, but I mean, Android 17 ain't bad. The slime. Ooh, boy getting wrecked. How many times has Mewtwo been evil? I like what I'm seeing here. And I like the fact they added my boy. What I'm really hoping is that these guys are just like the Koopa Kids with Bowser Jr. in the sense of they're all one character and we're not getting 4 Dragon Quest characters that are all the same. I wouldn't mind because I mean we have none. But what I'm saying is I really liked the way they did Bowser Jr. It just made sense to do it that way compared to the way they've done it with so many shadow clones or whatever they call them. Now this is a bad finisher. Broski. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 11. Summer. So it's right around the corner. We're already, sadly, not in summer yet in Texas, but we're already hitting 109. Now, I will be skipping back and forth through this. Sort of, they announced the new game is cool and all, but what I really liked was that they announced, the older ones were coming back as well. No, Dragon Quest 1 is the one that I have been searching for forever for my system.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, you talk. Then it turns out it's not that Bowser, it's Doug Bowser.
Well,
Doug Butter Bowser.
let's get back.
Switch. Whether you
Then they announced Luigi's Mansion 3, which I'm happy that it looks like they're going back to Luigi Mansion, the original, sort of game style.
Luigi's invited to a gorgeous hotel with Mario, Peach, and the others. Oh, lucky him.
But I didn't like Luigi's Mansion 2, to be honest.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
I have it.
This hotel
I've completed
is much
it.
more than meets the eye. For not long after Luigi arrives, things take a
It isn't
dark
bad,
turn. We begin our
but
tour
what I
by
don't
taking in
like
some sights
is
and sounds.
the fact
You
that
may never
in Luigi's Mansion 2, once you finish a stage, that's what it is, stages. Luigi's Mansion wasn't like that. You know, sometimes you did have to do certain things in order, but it was pretty much, you know, like a regular Mario game. Like Mario 64, you didn't have to go from here to here to here. You know, after you finish a level, that was it. You just got to go all the way back to a hub world and things like that, which technically you can say that Mario 64 was like that, but it gave you the option to sort of kind of go back. You didn't have to find the main star for the mission you were doing. You were able to explore and find a different star. This one doesn't do that. Well, part 2 didn't do that. Hopefully they're going back to part 1 style, which I think would be really, really nice. They show off some features, which is cool.
that are new to Nintendo Switch.
This is
While
where
you
I
watch today's
believe
Nintendo
that
Direct, keep an eye out.
I'm not excited for this. That Dark Crystal, I believe, something like that. Yeah, the Dark Crystal. That's what it was. Now this one here, I'm already ready to pre-order this bad boy. I'm ready to buy this boy. Watch the shore, a stranger land, at a strange land. Now, a lot of people are hating on this art style. This game is from the time when, you know, like, it was old. It was an older game. Like, my boy Mario right there with his daughter. That's why you see, like, Gordos from Kirby or, like, Chain Chomps from Mario. You know, it was back when Nintendo was kind of having to reuse a couple assets, which I don't blame them. You know, the times were different. And right there, the cactus guys from Mario. The thing I like is it reminds me of a mobile handheld Zelda game. Wind Waker had sort of a cartoonish look, which that was for GameCube, but it had sort of a cartoonish look, which people didn't really trip about once they finally played the game and got around to it. But I remind you, Minish Cap had a very cartoonish art style. Four Swords had a very cartoonish art style. This is just a 3D of that, which I don't mind. I like it. This is a pretty cool feature. I like that they're adding, where you could challenge chambers and get sort of items. And look at it maxed out over there on them hearts. September 20th, 2019. So, ooh, man, I'm already hyped up for winter this year, man. I forget which one this was. This was that new, Trials of Mana. Yeah, that's what it was. Which, to be honest, I don't remember ever really hearing about these right here. I know they're Final Fantasy. This was Witcher. Which it is something I might pick up, to be honest. Promised reunion of loved students.
Let's all agree to meet back at the monastery exactly 5 years from today.
Like a class reunion?
This
You
one
will come, won't you?
is a must buy for me.
Years ago,
The cinematic does look pretty good, but this is Fire Emblem: The Three Houses, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check.
what shall you?
Three Houses. I'm gonna buy this bad boy. This bad boy looks good. Now I am hoping that it isn't 99% cutscenes and like small amounts of gameplay. As much as I wouldn't mind, I really don't want it to be that long, eh?
Nintendo Switch is the only gaming console you can play not
I
only
know.
on
Oh yeah, they're bringing Resident Evil as well. Kind of excited for it. I have the original ones on PlayStation, the first PlayStation, that I might go and record. This one, I never got into the series. No More Heroes was a series I never really honestly got into.
He led an
This
elite
one,
team of Contras during the war. Hungry Bees.
I'm not sure,
HB is actually a cyborg. I love him so much.
but the fact that they're doing this here, that there, that does put a smile on my face. I might actually pick it up today. This is that Damien Ex Machina. I don't know, man. I'm a big fan of Machina animes, but I kind of feel like Nintendo's been pushing this game just a bit too much, man. Like, and I understand they're not just showing stuff off to us. You know, they have the whole JP to look after as well. So it's probably a game that isn't so much targeted at us, but I'll see. We'll see about this one. See if I pick up Damien. Unreal Engine. Which one was this again? What were you again? I think I actually wasn't paying attention around it. Yeah, that Dancer Dragon. I had ran to the bathroom real quick.
Konnichiwa. Hello, I'm Shinya Takahashi.
Oh yeah, and they showed
Well,
off
until these
just a
Pokemon
tiny
Sword
little amount of
and Pokemon Shield.
gameplay,
The
but
developers from Game Freak
to be
showcased
honest,
the new Galar region,
I
the
am really
location of
hyped
your
for
new
it,
adventure.
and I'm hoping
some
it
new
is like that,
Pokemon
where
you'll
you could
encounter
kind of
there.
see the Pokemon
It will be a while until these
walking
games
around,
launch.
but it's not something
So
where it's
please
like
stay
if you don't see
tuned.
the Pokemon you want, you can't go find them. To be honest, man, I don't know how I feel about the legendaries. Honestly, the one who looks more like an actual Pokemon is this dude, because you know it's part of him. This boy just has a sword. You know, they could have done it differently. I mean, it's Game Freak we're talking about. You know that every generation has a couple good Pokemon. You know, and I feel that if you're gonna have legendaries, those should be the ones you focus on. I don't know, man. Like, last one, Sun and Moon, they had pretty good legendaries, to be honest. Necrozma was pretty nice. Which, he was that giant, tall, like, darkness guy. Solgaleo was nice. Lunala was nice. Solgaleo is pretty much these dudes, but I mean, I don't know, man. I'm gonna still pick it up. Don't worry, I am gonna
By
still
the way,
pick it
in
up.
these games,
Then they try to show off a bit more of the buying the Pokeball item.
also, immediately after this Nintendo
Then this one is the one about the cops, where they're like police. This one, I know my friend
We're facing down the end of the world.
is excited for this one to an extent. I don't know if I am. I mean, I'm not sure. We'll see on that one. This one here was... Oh, this one, I haven't even really seen much of the gameplay, but I am a big fan of that older style, man. Just the music, the old gangster, you know, the Al Capone looking, suit wearing, you know, top hats, you know, driving around in old schools. The Tommy gun, which you would only hit like one shot out of the 100 that you would shoot. Looks interesting. It kind of looks like the gameplay of I don't know how many of you guys ever played this game called Gangs of London. My younger brother, shout out my boy Willie. He put me onto Gangs of London. That is a great game, man. I miss it. I miss having my PSP and playing that game. I remember we had to convince my dad to go into the store because he hated going into GameStops. He just hated them for some reason. He didn't hate that we would play games. too much. He did to an extent, but it's like that normal, like, oh, I kind of want y'all to do something else. But he just hated going into them, and we had to convince him because it was M or teen. I forget what. Sorry about that silence. I had to sneeze, and that was a terrible one. My nose and my chest are in pain. But we had to convince him to go in there and pay for it, like show his ID so we could get it.
Death by all.
This one I'm sort of excited for, but I will have to see if I could get a squad, because it does seem like one of those games that you gotta play the multiplayer, and certain games like those I can't get too far in, just because you start getting against like high tiered villains, and if you don't have a good squad, a lot of people that play it, you won't really get too far. So I'm gonna pick it up. If anybody wants to squad up or play, I don't mind putting in a couple of these gameplays. Now this is what excited me especially about this. Not so much that, but the X-Men and Fantastic Four, which I have not seen in forever in a good game. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how this one is. Crypt of the Necro Dancer is a game I've been wanting to play. This one sort of as well. The fact that they added The Legend of Zelda to it might kind of push me, give me that finishing push. I'm not picking this game up. I'm not picking it up. Okay.
So, what do you think so far?
Now on Sonic at the Olympic Games. Yeah, then he goes, no.
Your attention, please. The Nook Inc. getaway package charter flight will soon be arriving at the deserted island.
This I am copping, man. I am copping. I'm putting in years on this gameplay, man. Years. Oh, man. It was supposed to come out this year, but they pushed it away to next year. For, I believe it's May or March. But I mean, as long as it's great, I don't mind waiting a little extra time. The thing I hate is when they push games back more and more and more, and when they release it is good, but it's sort of underwhelming. But I mean, I don't know. I'm excited for this. It gives me something to look forward to next year.
It can be. We must ask you to wait a little. However, we need to change its release date to March 20th of 2020.
March 20th, the day before my younger brother's birthday. So I might pick up a copy for him as well.
Longer than we thought.
Will you leave a comment down below? Let me know if you want it.
The latest installment.
Yeah, I'll pick it up for you.
And our.
Oh yeah, this is where they show off a bunch of third parties that they're bringing. I might do some Spyro gameplay. I remember going ham on this boy back on my PlayStation, man. Silk Song, might get that expansion. Neo Kuni. I like this game just because it has that art style sort of feel of Studio Ghibli, and I love Studio Ghibli movies. Minecraft Dungeons? I mean, why are they even asking me if I'm gonna buy this game? Like, my wallet, bro, I'm finna lose my house, my car, my bills ain't gonna be paid, other than the light. The Elder Scrolls Blades, probably not picking that up, man. It didn't really catch my attention. This one I think is already out. I got an announcement for, oh no, it said June 20th. Doom Eternal. I'm probably gonna pick this bad boy up. The Sinking City. Haven't heard of that, but it looks kind of creepy. Wolfenstein Youngblood. What's up, Youngblood? Might pick that up. Dead by Daylight. We'll see. We'll see. I have played it. Alien Isolation. I know you guys are gonna be making fun of me when this bad boy comes up. Final Fantasy, The City Chronicles, Dragon Quest Builders 2. No, bro. Okay, I'll stick to Minecraft. Stranger Things 3, the game. I'd rather just watch the show Just Dance. Y'all boys trying to see me pop, lock, and drop it? What's up? Cadden, haven't really heard of that game, but I'll give it a try. I like giving new games tries. You know, getting a new experience. Super Lucky Tales, what? What is this? That ain't Conquer. That ain't Conquer. Dauntless. Eh. We'll see. We'll see. Super Mario Maker 2. I mean, why are they even asking me on that one? I've been told you guys I'm finna get that bad boy. June 28th, man. June 28th, it's a Friday. I know that. Easily, it's a Friday. This right here, this got me so bad. It got me so angry. Because I was like, Nintendo knows what they're doing. But I love the fact that they announced him the same way Rare announcing Rare games. Like Donkey Kong 64, man, a classic. I knew who it was from the get-go. I knew who it was. I like the little Easter egg. I don't know if you guys see it in the back of Donkey Kong. His dad, because supposedly I believe he's Donkey Kong Jr. Now, I like the fact that from the moment I saw the puzzle piece, I was like, it's either going to be a new Donkey Kong 64 style game or Banjo-Kazooie. And I was like, I don't think it's Smash, since they showed off, you know, most main characters fighting their main villains. I was like, oh, okay, so it's probably not a Smash thing. I don't expect it to. Till I saw the way they got in the window, which is right here. And it made me laugh because I was like, they're releasing them the same way, since they were both Rare entities at one point. Wow. Sorry about that. Hit the mic by accident. And now, and they got excited because they were like, it's Banjo-Kazooie. It's my boy Banjo-Kazooie, man. Banjo and Kazooie. And then these, that boy Juan and that boy Sav out here, man. That boy, man, these boys some punks. Boom, then my boy came out. For real, for real. And I was like, they did it. They did it. They did it. Ooh, they did it, man. They got Banjo from Rare, man. Ooh. You already know I'm finna act the fool on this game. I'm finna be trolling hard, man. I'm gonna just piss people off for no reason, man. Just to be an ass. Ooh, you already know I'm finna spam, man. I'm finna spam, man. I'm finna piss people off. I'm gonna remind them. I'm gonna remind them who Banjo and Kazooie are. They gonna have to nerf him. That's a badass map. The memories, man. The memories I'm having. Poor K. Rool, man. That boy dead. He flat out killed him. Wait. We gotta take a look at this picture. They had nothing but old schools? Ice Climber, Sonic, Kirby. Who'd look at nothing but old schools? Oh, you weren't there. You weren't either. I guess you could kind of count. But I'm surprised you four are actually here. Because you came out in old Kirby, Star Fox 64, Donkey Kong Country, you know, Duck Hunt, Pac-Man, of course. You were System, Accessory, Pokemon, you know, Earthbound or Mother, whichever one you want to go for, Wario Land, Ocarina of Time, you know, Ice Climbers, Mega Man, of course, Mario, of course, also an old Kirby game, and Sonic. But these guys, they don't make sense. F-Zero, Zelda, like these all were in old games. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. But I am excited. I am really, really excited. I already got the fighter pass, so I mean, and it's coming in fall, man. It's coming in fall. Nintendo did their thing, and this is where I was like, Okay, you don't
That
end it
obviously
off.
wasn't Duck Hunt
You don't start it off with
silhouette.
Smash and end it off with Smash. From the moment they
Please stay
started it off
tuned
with
for
the
more
Smash
information about DLC in the
character
future.
release, I
As
knew
for
these
Nintendo
boys had
Switch,
something big in
we
mind.
have
I was
more
like,
games
I
in
know
development
Nintendo.
beyond what we've shown you today.
These dudes don't just
I'm looking forward to the
end
day we
it
can introduce
and
them
start
to you.
it. You know, they don't start it with something huge.
Speaking of, before we end this direct, I actually have one more thing to show
Hold on,
you.
I want to pause it.
Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there because I know what's next. Now, they don't start it off with something huge and then end it off, you know, with another Smash release, which is big to big. But Nintendo has always been someone to end it off huge. Even last year, which wasn't the best, they ended it off with huge Smash news. Now, this here got me. This thing, I was at work whenever I was watching E3. You know, I was trying to relax a little. And I was kind of busy, to be honest. But this thing just made me have to stop everything and just go hype. From the moment I heard this, those noises, I knew those noises anywhere. I was like, Skyward Sword noises. Those are the ones that the girl in your sword makes. Then I saw this and I already knew who it was, and I was like, it's a new Zelda game. New Zelda game. The sequel is in development. Tell me, you boys weren't hyped when you saw that. That is the way you end off an E3. Now, a lot of people don't want to see a sequel. They're saying, oh, you know, it's just going to be Breath of the Wild 2. Now, I don't like the name Breath of the Wild 2. It has to be a different name off the bat. First of all, things about Breath of the Wild. It is a really good game, but it does not feel Zelda to me. I've said it a million times. I'll say it a million times more. It is the closest to Skyrim with a Zelda skin. As controversial as that is to some people, that's technically what it is. They have to bring back unbreakable weapons. You know, even if you don't have a huge selection of them, the way you do in Breath of the Wild. And you gotta bring back dungeons, man. The most important thing to me, what made Zelda games what they were to me, was the music. You did not have any music. I would have to die in Breath of the Wild sometimes just to hear some music. And even then it was like like 5 seconds. There has already been sequels to Zelda games. Okay? Now the biggest one and a cult favorite is Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Those were sequels. You know, one was the sequel to the other, but it did not feel like, oh yeah, they're just kind of using Ocarina of Time and they just made a game real quickly, which they made it in 2 years. You know, and honestly, it was under 2 years, just about. And they are both good. They're both classics. They're both amazing. Ocarina of Time, easily my favorite Zelda game of all time. The memories I have playing that game with my little brother and my friend Alex, growing up, you know, just playing it. Metroid Prime 4 is another thing I'm waiting for. You know, but playing games like Donkey Kong all night, man, memories, bro, memories. Now, this has been honestly my honest thoughts. I am really excited for a lot of these games. Most of these games I've already been kind of saving on the side. To be honest, But as much as people didn't like it, I enjoyed it. I think E3, honestly, Nintendo did their thing. Another thing is the new Star Wars game. I'm probably gonna get it. Doom Eternal, I'm probably gonna get it. Games from like that they weren't announced through them. Another one is the I forget what game it was, man. I just forgot the name of it. Cyberpunk, man, I am a huge Keanu Reeves fan. What other game was there that was announced? Hold on, guys. I'm kind of searching through here real quickly, trying to see the games that were announced. Cyberpunk was announced. Yes, Ubisoft games. Watch Dogs is another one that kind of did catch my attention. Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, do you know what I am going to do with Elder Scrolls 6 other than, just kind of lock myself away for years? Halo Infinite sounded okay. Gears 5, honestly, man, I'm not a big fan of the Gears series. But Skyrim 6, which it's not Skyrim 6, but Elder Scrolls. It is going to be a good year if these games come out on time and they are well developed. That's all I'm saying. Whether you have a Switch, whether you have an Xbox, whether you have a PlayStation, even PC, because PC pretty much gets every game, you are going to have a good year. Okay? There are games that have already came out on the Switch, which is the system I kind of push for just because it's the system that I'm most using now. I have nothing against PlayStation. Xbox, it has never really been my cup of tea, but they do have some pretty good games. I'm not saying they're the worst. The worst probably goes to mobile gamers. So, mobile gamers, aka Javier, watch out. No, on a more serious note, it is a really good year. You should pick up a system if you don't have a system. If you're gonna ask which one you would I would recommend a Switch or a PlayStation. If you want to be more of a casual gamer. Xbox is sort of a machine that you get if you're gonna be a devoted gamer. They have really good outputs. They have really good power. If you're looking for just specs, you're looking for quality, Xbox is more than likely your way. You are gonna have to cough up a bit more, but I'll give them that. Now, if you're going for more casual enjoyment with the family, you're just trying to play every now and then, do things like that, take it on the go, the Switch, easily. But let's end it off on a good note. You guys, thank you for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you're excited for, because I do like to hear your opinions. That is where 90% of the games I tend to play that I would have never looked at, I've played. Because someone told me, this game is good, you should give it a try, this, and they explained it to me. You guys are honestly a big driving force for this channel. Let me know what you want to see, let me know what you don't. Just comment, I like hearing your input, I like hearing from you guys. But we will get into that in a later video, what we do decide. For now, I'm going to let you guys go on with your day. Have a blessed one. Be careful out there. The world is crazy. You guys have a great day. Have a great night. Thank you. Peace.